Hi guys, I'm Bill Beto and we are back in Empyrion Galactic Survival and the base is under attack. So let's have a look. The map, they're coming from the south. Oh, it looked like they were from the south. They are from the south, there they are. Whoa, look at them. Oh my word. Oh, a bit of lag there. Is my base guns are joining in? So, there you go. If you get up and at them quickly enough, phew, yeah, it's all good. But if they've got too close to the base, even with the shield and all those turrets, they might have been able to do some damage. So this is the, I was going to say coloured base, but it is entirely in black. I don't know. Kind of looks okay. And we'll just go and finish picking the crops, which is what I was doing before I was so rudely interrupted by the drone attack. And then we will head off into space. I think I'd already picked the spice. Yeah. Oh. And then we will head off into space, and we'll probably have to take some blocks with us, because we'll have to make a platform to spawn our CV on. If we go into blueprints, I've got my favourite chassis for a CV that I'll bring in, and then I will upgrade. But before that, I may need to look at what weaponry I can create, because it could be that I'm short of Zascosium. I've got a horrible feeling that's the case. Let's turn the food processor on. I think we can make a couple of those, and we might be able to make some of those. We'll find out, we'll just leave it to it. Let's go downstairs and have a look. Oh, let's turn the shield off. We don't want to burn through the power. So yeah, that's used, just having the shield running for a fairly short space of time, and that's used a couple of hundred battery power, because that was full when I logged on. Right. Now let's have a look. Weaponry, CV weaponry, rocket turrets, tools turrets. Oh, I haven't actually unlocked artillery turrets, so okay. Let's do that. I know people are very keen for the vehicles to have the really big turrets on them, and why not, eh? I'm not planning on making a combat CV, so I'm not going to be adding rocket launchers or pulse lasers, but I might add an artillery turret. Let's have a look. So we could do that. Let's have a look in the input box and see how much we've got of those things. We've got a bit of a rastrum, bit of neodymium, bit of sothium. Where's this Zascosium? Ah, we haven't. Oh, we have got a bit of Zascosium, okay. And quite a few Zascosium alloy. So, actually, we don't need to go mining for the stuff, we could probably just make it. Now, the maximum amount of artillery turrets is 2, but actually I think I probably only need 1. How many power cores have I got? 7. Okay. Because that'll chew through the Zascosium as well, won't it? Power coils. 8 Erestrum and 8 Zascosium. So it's actually going to be the Erestrum I'm going to run out of, because I'm using that. I may need to mine some more Erestrum. We can make one. What do the rocket turrets take? Wow, they take 15 Zascosium alloy. Okay. Laser turrets. Oh, they're pretty cheap. 1 power coil. Right. So the only turrets that tend to work in atmosphere are the projectile turrets. Pretty much everything else, not sure if the tool turrets do as well, but pretty much everything else is space only. So they do phenomenal damage, but they only work in space. Maximum amount of laser turrets, 10. Let's do 1 artillery turret. We'll do 10 projectile turrets. We'll do 10 laser turrets and see if we've got anything left after that. Let's do 1 tool turret first and then do 10 laser turrets. And let's just check that I don't have any of that stuff already. Nope, I ain't got none of that. Okay, I have got a lot of carbon composite blocks, but I will need some more steel blocks. So what I kind of want to do is, when I go into space, to be relatively prepared. Okay, that's probably okay for steel blocks. Now, what I'm going to need to do is create a platform in space, unless there is already one. So that's going to chew through a huge number of carbon composite blocks, because this vehicle is 25 blocks wide by 35 long. So, quick bit of maths. I used to be good at maths. I'm going to need nearly 1,000 block, a platform nearly 1,000 blocks, because 25 by 40 would be 1,000 blocks. So I can maybe make it 26 by 36 or something. That's a little bit tight with what I've got on me then. So we'll need a base starter block as well. Base starter. And probably a lot more composite blocks, let's be honest. How much wood have I got in there? 52 logs. That's alright, so that's okay. I should be able to make quite a lot of logs there. Not logs, composite blocks. So let's do 1,000 more composite blocks, because you can never have too many composite blocks. We're also going to make shall I make more fuel tanks? I think I will. It doesn't come with a gravity generator, this vessel. It doesn't come with a shield, so we probably want one of those. If we've still got the resources to make flux coils. Oh, we've got loads of flux coils, we don't need to make those. So we might be able to make one of those, so we'll give that a go. Let's make a spare food processor, a couple of fridges, about 20 cargo boxes, a couple of lights. This is all the kind of stuff you need. Now then, let's make 6 more fuel tanks and 6 more O2 tanks. And a tier 2 RCS, because the one downside to this CV I'm going to bring in is its turning is absolutely hideous, and that's because it's been designed as a shell. It's just been designed as a basic vehicle, and you build into it what you want, and that means the cost of bringing it in is very low, but you need to add quite a lot to it to get it to function. So what we'll do is we'll just sign off there. We will wait for all those bits to make. We'll head off into orbit, and we'll create the bulk of the platform that I'm going to bring the vehicle in on. Because watching me create a huge flat rectangular platform in space, well, once you've seen it once, you've seen it, a dozen times. So we'll bring you back once all of that's done. We're in space and we've got something to show for our efforts. So bye for now. And we're back, and we have got the Sky Explorer chassis, a huge flat platform to spawn the Sky Explorer chassis on, and we've got the old green machine, trusty old faithful workhorse. Alright, let's get going with the refit, because if you look at the old green machine, and if you look at the door, I have to fit the old green machine through. In fact, let's just power up. That's going to be a bit of a squeeze. Yeah. So what we need to do is redesign this bit at the back. Just so that I can get the old green machine in and out properly. And we'll do that with the drone. Now, how much have I got in my inventory? Quite a lot. How's that food doing? It's okay. Yep. So first off, actually, let's put a floor in up here. So this ship has lots of space for grow plots, and if you were playing single player, I would, it definitely is a good thing to have food growing in your capital vessel. But I find on multiplayer servers, stuff in fridges has a tendency to go off for no particular reason, and if your ship powers down whilst you're not there, all the crops will die, because space with no protection is really cold. So on multiplayer, I generally don't bother trying to grow crops on a CV. Yeah. Now, did I bring a colouring tool? I did. There you go. So whilst we're on, let's make that kind of... Where's the cop? Oh. Helps if you click on the right button. Just kind of an idea to decorate things before you build on them. Not that I'm immediately going to put anything on here. Now then, what do you do to get rid of the symbols? that? No, it's not. There we go. Just a blank square. Because that's kind of indicating where to put your grow plots. And why is that one like that? It's a bit weird. Oh, I haven't selected a different texture. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Right. Oops. Right, I'll play around with that a bit later. It's not desperately exciting to watch stuff getting painted, I don't think. Now, we need to... How many spaces have I got left in my inventory? Not huge numbers. Let's go and put some turrets on first, because that will take a huge amount of spaces of stuff out of my inventory slots. And I think that's actually got an A for artillery. So let's try that. Now, yeah, that is a proper turret, isn't it? I've put that too far forwards. Okay. Let's make sure the multi-tool's on retrieve. And let's just make sure that the private would have been fine, but there we go. The resources that go into an artillery turret, you don't really want to lose it. That's it there. That is one big gun, isn't it? Right. Let's go down below, and on the handy T we will put a tool turret. And then underneath we will put a lot of the projectile turrets. And which one shall we go for? That's 350 damage, 300 rounds a minute. 700 damage, 100 rounds a minute. So that gives you better overall damage. But now things have shields, that might be a... Oh, what's the range as well? Range 785. 90 meters more range. You know what, we'll go with the cannon turrets. I think they're the only points I've got underneath the vehicle. And let's have two there. as well. And then we'll move on to laser turrets. Got quite a few of those. So these, like the artillery turrets, these will only work in space. I may at some point do rocket turrets as well. Yeah. That's quite a few turrets. That's quite a few turrets. Right, we'll hang on to those two for now. Now, we are on retrieve, aren't we? It's always just worth double checking that. The ramps can stay, that needs to come out. And those blocks need to come out, and those blocks need to come out. And we'll take that out as well. Quick look there, see how we're doing. I think, yeah, the blocks behind here need to come out as well. We're right up to the height of the fuel tanks, aren't we? We just get empty space if we do that. I'm not sure I want to go that high, so put that back. Now then, let's get the hangar door. I'm keeping those separate because they've got different. There's not much difference. I haven't run out of space yet. I'll just leave it. Right, so I can make it quite a bit wider. Let's try 9 by 5. That looks plausible. Is that right in the corner? I think it is. Let's put that in. Huh. That was a perfect fit. I think that was partially a lucky guess and partially I probably more or less remembered because I've refitted this vehicle so many times. What I should probably do is refit it once and then actually save it as a blueprint for myself, so I've got it in the way I want it to be. Now these are old cargo boxes, so they kind of need to come out. In fact, I'll take all those boxes out. I'll put boxes where I want boxes rather than we'll take these things out as well. How's my space doing? Right, I'm just going to need to balance taking stuff out and putting stuff in. Did I not make tier 2 RCS? Ah, yeah, Aegis. Okay. Let's put the gravity generator. I did bring one of those, didn't I? Did I not? Honestly, if I had a brain. I don't suppose I put it in the don't want P, I want F4. No, and I left it in the... that's frustrating. Right, so I've put a gravity generator in there. Or will I? I might need to put the gravity generator in here and put the Yeah. I put the shield in here because the shield's 3x3. So that means that needs to come out to give space for the shield generator to go in there. Okay, okay. Right, so that's a bit of a pain. But what we shall do is we should put some cargo boxes down, and we'll put 10 on either side. You see those cargo containers I took out? They're SVHV cargo boxes. I think this design is possibly slightly old, and it used to be cargo containers we used, the same cargo containers we used in bases and in ships and in hover vessels and in SVs, but it hasn't been that way for quite some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can fit down there. Let's flip that around. Seven. Put that back there. Oh, I made eye pigs out of that. Oh. I think more by luck than good management I may have got that back to where it should have been. Right, let's put the Wi-Fi unit on. I usually stick the Wi-Fi unit just there. Oh no, that's hanging in space, I don't want that. Let's stick it on the ground. That makes life a lot easier. Let's put these on so that they're not taking up inventory slots. And I usually put them at the back here. Oh no, but not like that. I like the chunky fridges. Right click to get the chunky fridge. There we go. Let's get rid of the grow lights because I don't have any grow plots. Despite the number of turrets I've put on this, this isn't really a combat CV. It's more of an exploration CV. It's going out and seeing what's what in the world. Now then, let's get the blocks back first, actually, or very soon. So what I like to do is have a bit of separation between oops, didn't want that one. Between tanks, because what you find is if you've got them all together, you end up with your whole ship going boom. Instead of losing one fuel tank, you lose the whole lot, because as one explodes, it sets off the one next to it, and so forth, and so right there. So what we'll do is we'll just separate those out a little bit, and we'll mix them up with O2 tanks as well. Ah, that one's gone in the wrong place. I thought it had. Just got to be a little bit careful with the drone sometimes, it's a little bit flighty. We can do that there. Pop that there. And I've run out of fuel tanks, so okay. I tend to try not to put more blocks in the ship, even light composite blocks, than you actually need. Because it just means you're going to have to use more fuel and power to... Oh, I don't want that there either, that's a bit weird. I've never seen this ship laid out as the designer intended, so it can be a bit hard to work out where some things are meant to go. Right. I think we'll have that actually on that platform. Yeah, we'll have you like that. And then we'll have the cargo boxes that I'm going to link you to there. Yeah, one there and one there. Yeah, that's still going to leave room for the gravity generator. And we'll put that there and that there, because we'll have a second large... Well, it depends what I've got in storage. I don't think I've got anything, so I'll need to get a large constructor there, which I'll then upgrade to an advanced constructor. Right. Let's have a couple of lights. So I've got one light in the hangar. Let's put one light down here, but let's have one of these. And then up here, let's have a light fairly centrally up here. Go with one of those. Yeah, okay. So now we need to sort out the back down below, where the old green machine is going to fly into. So those shutter blocks are a great idea, but they're a great idea for a small vessel than the green machine. So what we'll do is we'll replace those, if I have enough, with steel blocks. It's not a huge area, so I might. Yeah, that's cool. So as you can see, this is just steel blocks. It's really, like I say, it's really not a combat vessel. The guns on the outside are just to defend it from passing drones and such like. And with the fuel tanks spaced out enough, and we're not growing crops, so if the ship does get holed, you know, it's a pain, but it's hopefully not the end of the world. Right. Let's collect these up for now. We'll take that, and we'll take that, take that. We are going to make this area much narrower. So all these blocks are coming out. Because to fly the green machine in through the hangar doors, I'm going to need more space. So although this is a great design feature and a protection as well, it doesn't work for me. Not with the vehicle I've got. Now, do I want to take the next row out? No, I don't think they're getting in the way, so we'll just leave those. Right, we'll take that out, and we'll take that out. And actually, this vessel works perfectly well with 5 forwards thrusters. It doesn't really need 6. So that's that. Then we're going to enclose that area. So what I may do, I'm unlikely to have a huge amount of damage suffered back here, so maybe it's not that one. I think that's enough there. Doesn't matter if that space isn't totally filled in. We may as well put one there. CVs need a load of storage. If you're building a CV yourself, it doesn't matter how much fuel storage you put in, you probably need to put more. Actually, I might just take those ones out and put steel blocks in there. Oh no, that's okay. Right, okay. We'll probably actually faff on with the design elements of this at a later date. I can't push those stairs any further back, can I? No. That should still be enough room though. My flying's not that bad, I don't think. Okay. Let's put a very narrow strip on there. There's probably going to be another block I can put there. And then we want the narrow wall. I think that's the same depth as those. Yes, it is. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that out of there. Take that out of there. Turn those like that. Put them there. And we'll just have a row of blocks there, why not? That looks slightly strange. But you're probably not really going to see it, so. One more? Yep, there we go. Yeah, you're not really going to notice that when you're flying in and out of the ship, so not too worried about it. Could do with a couple of blocks there to finish that off though. And which one would they be? Are you in this one? It's probably that one. Oh no, I think it's this one. There and there. Oh, no. Ah. That's right, okay. It's not quite right because it's not angled down. There are lots of new blocks, but I'm not sure there's one angled like that. Wow, there's so many choices these days in blocks. You know what? Rather than sit there looking at that for hours, I think I'll leave it at that for now. Right. Let's see if I can fly the old green machine in here. Oh, it got stuck in the ramps. That was a bit weird. Oh yes, we can fly in there. We're loads of space. Cool. So what I will do now is I will head off back down to the planet. I will pick up the gravity generator and the shield. I will come back and I will sort out some decoration, and then we will head off in the next episode. Probably we'll head off in the next episode into space, and we will see where we can get to. Come on, any day now in this vehicle. So we're at Kaidos. We started on, oh, let's zoom in a bit. We started on Hearn. Oh yes, that's right. And from here we can go all the way to the Shambu asteroid field. That's quite a distance, I think. 86.7 AU. Holy moly. Or we could go to the Canaan asteroid field, which is 61.6. So that's a little bit closer. But that's still a lot of pentaxid. My goodness. Right. But we'll see how we get on. So that's it for now, guys. We've retrofitted the Sky Explorer, and whilst it can't take a lot of damage, it can certainly deal out a fair bit of damage. You wouldn't want to see that coming towards you, would you? Yeah. So we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.